Hello and welcome to another Marvel Champions the card game playthrough. So this time we're going to be going up against Klaw using Wolverine. So Klaw, on standard mode, we're going to do Klaw 1 and 2, Scheme of 2, Attack of 0. Force interrupt when Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for this activation. So he gets 2 boost cards and he has 12 hit points as his first side. So we used standard cards, Klaw 1 and 2, and then we didn't use Masters of Evil modular set. We used the one that came with Wolverine, the Death Strike one. So set up, search the encounter deck for the Defense Network side scheme, reveal it, shuffle the encounter deck, and advance to 1B. So we have Defense Network in play, starts with 2 threat, and gets 1 additional per player. So it's going to start with 3, and has a crisis icon. So on this side, 1B, when revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. So we have that. We'll do that right now. And we get an armored guard. So scheme of 0, 1 attack, 3 health. He has guard and toughness. So I'm going to get a tough status to put on him. Alright, and then for us, we have Logan, who's recovery of 6 and a hand size of 6 on this side and 10 hit points. And then set up, search your deck, and discard pile for the Wolverine's Claw, upgrade, and put into play. And then on Wolverine, Thwart of 2, attack of 2, 2 defense, healing factor, response after the player phase begins, heal 2 damage, so hand size of 5 and 10 hit points. So we have our hit points set to 10, and we have to shuffle in our obligation card. So we'll go ahead and do that now. And then we'll draw our 6 cards. So we drew our 6 cards, and then we have our setup step, which puts Wolverine's claws into play. So we drew Fastball Special, Regenerative Healing, Weapon X, Lunging Strike, I Got Better, and Battle Fury. And for my mulligan, I'm just going to discard all 5 of these, actually. Yeah. Discard those 5, draw 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we kept Lunging Strike. And we drew Jubilee, Energy, Out of My Way, Battle Fury, and Warrior Skill. So we'll go ahead and flip over to Wolverine. I'm going to pay 2 to put in Jubilee. So after Jubilee enters play, choose an enemy until the end of the phase. While Wolverine or Jubilee made a basic attack against that enemy, they get +2 attack for that attack. So I'll choose Klaw. We're going to go ahead and pay 2 for Out of My Way. It's deal 3 damage to an enemy, 5 instead if that enemy has a guard or patrol keyword, which unfortunately will just remove his tough. And then I'm going to use Wolverine's Claws. So what that does is, as a hero action, I can exhaust his claws to choose an attack event in your hand and take damage equal to its printed cost, and play that event ignoring its resource cost. That attack gains piercing. Okay, so actually, I didn't need to use this to get rid of the tough because it gains piercing, so we'll take that back. So we never used Out of My Way. So now instead, we'll just do use his claws to deal 3 damage to us, to pay the 3 resources for Lunging Strike. Deal 8 damage to an enemy. If you exhausted Wolverine's Claws to play this card, this attack gains Overkill. So it's piercing and Overkill. So it's going to go through the tough to deal 3 damage, to take out the armor guard, and then Overkill does 5 damage to Klaw, bringing him down to 7. And then we can go ahead and attack for 3. She gets +2 attack when attacking Klaw, bringing Klaw down to 4, and then Wolverine will attack for 4. So Klaw's at 0. And then that brings out Klaw 2. Klaw 1 goes away. And then Klaw 2 is a scheme of 2, attack of 1, and 18 hit points. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Immortal Klaw and reveal it and shuffle the encounter deck. When Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card. So he still has that. So we do have to look for the Immortal Klaw. So the Immortal Klaw comes out and it's a side scheme. Klaw gets plus 10 hit points. When the scheme is defeated, Klaw loses these hit points. So it's going to have 3 threat on it, and he gets plus 10. So he's going to be at 28 instead of 18. And then we can pay 2 and get out of my way. So deal 3 damage to an enemy. So it's just going to deal 3 damage to Klaw. Bring him down to 5. We'll ready up and draw up to our hand size, which is going to be 5. 5 cards. So we get Battle Fury, Regenerative Healing, Warrior Skill, and Mean Swing. So for the villain phase, we are going to get 2 threat added to the main scheme. And then Klaw's going to attack for 1 plus 2 boost cards. Jubilee will defend. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage that she blocked. And then we get an encounter card dealt to us. And it's Lady Deathstrike. So she comes in with Quick Strike. After Lady Deathstrike attacks and damages a character, that character's owner discards 1 random card from their hand. So she attacks us for 2. We go down to 5. And then we're going to have to discard a random card from our hand. And we will discard Warrior Skill. Start of our turn, Healing Factor heals us 2. We'll pay 2 resources for Warrior Skill. So that is, it comes in with 3 warrior counters. When your hero attacks, remove a warrior counter from heal, and that attack deals 1 additional damage. So we got our 3 counters. We're going to attack for 2. We'll exhaust a weapon upgrade, so that Mean Swing. We can use Mean Swing when your hero makes a basic attack, exhaust a weapon upgrade on your hero, and your hero gets plus 3 for this attack. So 2 plus 3, and then remove a counter for 1. So 6 damage to take out Lady Deathstrike. And then we're going to flip over to Logan, and then ready up and draw 6 cards. To end our turn. Drawing Berserker Barrage, Logan's Cabin, Mean Swing, Berserker Barrage, Mean Swing, and Slice and Dice. So we get 2 threat added there. He's going to scheme for 2 plus a boost of 2. So that's going to take us to 2A. When revealed, discard cards for the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. And then advance to stage 2B. So we're going to be getting another minion. And it's a weapons runner. So he will scheme for 1. And so once this gets to 8, we lose. So he schemes for 1. And then we get an encounter card dealt to us. And it's another weapons runner, which has Surge this time. Alter Ego, Klaw heals 4 damage. If no damage is healed this way, this card gains Surge. So he goes back up to 28. Alright. So we'll flip over to Wolverine. We're going to just risk it. And we're going to attack for 2. We'll exhaust a weapon to use Mean Swing to do 3 additional damage, so that's 5. Take one of these off, so 6 damage. We'll deal that right to Klaw, bringing him down to 22. Then I'll pay 3 for Slice and Dice. And then hero action, make the following 2 attacks in order. deal 3 damage to an enemy, and deal 3 damage to an enemy. So I'll do that to the weapons runners. We'll ready up. I'll hang on to my other main swing, drawing 4 more cards. So I got Precision Strike, Lunging Strike, Colossus, and Precision Strike. We get 2 threat added here. Klaw is going to attack us for 1 plus 2 boost cards. So that's 2 damage plus discard 1 random card from your hand and take damage equal to the number of printed resources on it. So we're already taking 2 down to 5, and then we have to discard a card and take that amount of damage. So discard Precision Strike and take 1 more damage, down to 4. And our encounter card is going to be an Armored Guard. So he comes in with Guard and Toughness. So our turn, we do heal 2 at the start of our turn. We're going to exhaust our claws to take 3 damage to use Lunging Strike. We'll go down to 3. And since we use our claws against piercing and has overkill, so 8 damage, 3 to the Armored Guard, and 5 goes through to Klaw. So he's down to 17. I'll pay 1 for a Precision Strike and just does 2 damage. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, heal 2 damage from your hero. So it's not going to defeat him, so it's just 2 damage down to 15. And then I'm going to flip over and recover for 6, up to 9. Already up. I'll keep Colossus. I'll draw 5 new cards. Drawing Berserker Frenzy, Precision Strike, Aggressive Energy, Sunfire, and Out of My Way. 2 threat added here. And this probably is the end right here. So scheme of 2 plus a boost card. Well, if this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. So it's not dealing any damage, it's just going to add 2 threat. Somehow we survived that, but we do get 1 encounter card. And attached to Klaw, Klaw gains Retaliate 1 after this character is attacked to deal 1 damage to the attacking character. And I can spend 1 of each resource to discard this card. So I will flip over to Wolverine. I'm going to pay 2 resources to put in Sunfire. I'll thwart for 2 and thwart for 1. So thwarting for 3 to get rid of the Immortal Klaw. So that loses his extra 10 hit points, bringing him down to 5. I'm going to use Precision Strike, paying with Aggressive Energy, so that does 2 damage to an enemy and then 1 extra because I use Aggressive Energy. So when you spend this card to play an attack event, that event deals 1 additional damage. So that brings Klaw down to 2. He does retaliate for 1 onto us, down to 8. And then I can exhaust my claws to take 2 damage to use Out of My Way. So deal 3 damage to an enemy, and if he had guard or patrol, it would do extra. And I can use this token, so it's 4 damage, which is more than enough because he was only at 2 to take out Klaw. So Wolverine hung on there, and the scheme was at 7 out of 8. So if he would have had 1 boost icon that last turn, he would have lost. But Wolverine was able to defeat Klaw. So if you enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe and stick around for a quick deck construction. Have a great day. Alright, so quick deck construction. We have Klaw 1 and 2 for Klaw in standard mode. And then we went up and we used 1A and 2A and 2B. So 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B for the main schemes. We have the Klaw encounter set of cards. we've used Death Strike just because that's the one that came with Wolverine, so wanted to use that modular set again. And the standard encounter set. So Wolverine's deck, we just used the pre-made deck again. Just wanted to give it another try because I didn't get to use a lot of the cards the first time. So we have Wolverine, who is Logan, on his alter ego side. So we have our basic Wolverine cards, 16 cards for his set. We have our aggression cards, aggressive energy, 2 of those, 3 out of my ways, 3 mean swings, 3 precision strikes, 3 warrior skills, 3 battle furies, Psylocke, and Sunfire. Our basic cards, we have strength, genius, and energy, fastball special, weapon X, and Colossus. And then the past demons obligation, and Omega Red is Wolverine's nemesis set. So those are the decks cards that we used in this video, and please have a great day.